Welcome back. Today we're going to be doing something a little different. It's taking a look at a Mastercraft maximum 14.4 volt charging system for like various power tools, drill, light, what have you. So a friend of mine at work said that this wouldn't turn on. So it had security screws at the bottom here, 4 of them, and luckily I have my pro kit, and the bit that I needed was this one right here in particular. I don't know if you can see that. It looks like a Torx but with a hole in it, with a pin, and I have the screw right here. I have a different kind of light, but yeah, so the bit goes in there. See that? So alright, so let's open her up and take a look. Already had previously. Let me turn on my Hako because I'm going to need it. Like I said, I already had taken it apart. Here's where the battery goes in the cover. Let's put this up here. And what I saw right away, obviously, burnt out fuse right here. There's a capacitor, let's see, right here that is puffed out and blown. And there's one underneath here that's puffed out and blown as well. It's a little bit bigger. So I'm going to be replacing these two capacitors right here and the fuse right there. So let's go ahead and do that. First, what I'll need to do is take the circuit board off the base. Alright, screws are loosened, so let's go ahead and take this out and watch carefully how this goes out and how the cable was in a little holder there. Just dump out the screws. Alright, so 4 screws to hold the circuit board in place. Let's just put the base aside. Alright, the capacitor has glue at the base here. Let's see if I could zoom in a little bit more here. Alright, so the capacitor, and where is it in the camera? Right here. Underneath this heatsink. That'd be better. Yeah, right here. So at the base, you could kind of see glue here. Right down in there. So let's go ahead and break that glue. Alright, glue is broken. Alright, so let's get the Hako out here. Should be good to go. I gotta clean out the chamber, it's full of old solder. We'll do that another time. Alright, so the 2 capacitors are right here and right here. Sorry about the lighting, you guys. Like, I need to get a new light bulb for my studio light. Alright, so right here and right there. Let's see. Yeah, so right here, these 2. And right there, these 2. Okay. So let's try to get the big one out here. First, let's take a minute to see where the ground is facing towards here, and on the little one the ground is facing towards there. I should probably mark that down. Trusty Sharpie. Negative on this side, negative, and for shits and giggles let's put positive, negative, positive. Okay, so it's marked down for good measure here. Alright, let's get the Hako. Okay. No, the big one. And a smaller one. Alright, I think we could get this bigger one out here. Just wiggle it back and forth like a loose tooth. Eventually it'll break free of the glue. And here we go. It's out. OMG, it ripped the bottom of the cap and the... That's crazy. Well, let's get my curved needle nose pliers to pry the other one loose here. See what happens. And that one comes clean, but it did rip off the bottom as well. I hope that doesn't create a problem. If not, I'll have to see what I could do to scrape the glue off of there. I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, the lighting's not very great. Sorry guys, it's not a freaking good angle. Well, you can see that black stuff right about here, and right in the corner right here beside the transformer, you'll see that black ring. That's where the capacitors were stuck in the glue. See that? Sorry guys, really messed up. And while we're at it, let's get the fuse out. Oh, I just crushed it. No worries, no worries, no worries. Here's that piece fall to the floor. Get all the glass shards out of there. I don't have anything to wipe that with. Are you friggin' kidding me? Let's just use a roll of tape. Clean that later. Okay, so got replacement fuses, replacement big capacitors, which are 470 microfarad 50 volt, and the smaller one is a 100 microfarad, I believe. Yep, 50 volt, 100 and 470. And we got the 470s right here, which are surprisingly smaller for the 50 volt. 470, 50 volt, 470. And a little bit smaller. It should fit in the circular part. I'm not going to worry about cleaning the board. And 100 volt or 100 microfarad 50 volt. So, suitable replacements. Okay, so let's get the big guy, put it in its place, negative towards the heat shield. Yeah, I do not like that incandescent light. Bend the leads a bit. And grab the other capacitor, 100 microfarad 50 volt, negative facing towards this way. Yep. And this one is significantly smaller. Fits good. Alright, so they're both in there. Bend the leads a bit. And get my solder. Let's solder this on, you guys. Alright, I see a problem. And this is probably another Same problem. But the pad is not even there. It probably tore off. So I'm gonna have to make a jumper connection to this lead right here. We'll do that with the tail end. But first, let's see if that's actually the problem. I'll just solder on this other leg here, see what happens. You know what I could do, and I'll try, is scrape away some of the trace and solder to that. Solder the leg right to that. Yeah, that should. Alright, so I just put that screw in, 3 more. Okay, you guys, I'm just gonna put the cover on for safety reasons, and let's see if it turns on, you guys. So here's the plug. Looking for these lights here. I guess the only way to tell is to put the battery in. The battery has a self-test right here, so let's put the battery in and see what happens. Alright, I'm curious to see inside now. Is this the right power cord? Yeah, it is. That's maximum. It's in there. What's going on? It's not coming on. That means I have to do more research. Well, let's just unplug it, plug it back in, see what happens. Nothing. Are you friggin' kidding me? Is there something I missed? $750, yeah. 150, yeah. Fuse is right. $15 amp, 250 volt, what? Could Buddy have burnt out a diode? Oh no. So this project isn't over, you guys. Is this unplugged? Yes. There's a diode right here that's blown. One of my buddies at work was testing the diode with the power on. And I could see it's burnt right there. Ah, are you freaking kidding me? So this project is not done. There will be a part 2. And I guess in part 2, I'll test those diodes, you guys. So, not very happy right now, and I'm sure Buddy at work is not going to be happy. He has been waiting 2 weeks, but he does have a spare extra one. So, I don't know, guys. We'll test those diodes and see what else is wrong in part 2. Alrighty, guys. Thanks for watching.